So we changed our name from Pincho Factory to Pincho.
Okay. Why?
Right. Because when we would travel and we go to these conferences, talk to investors and whatnot, nobody ever understood what, like, literally people would read our logo and be like, oh, what do you guys manufacture? And I'm like, no, nothing. We're a restaurant group. Because they don't know what Pincho means.
Right.
So if you're American, I mean, not saying if you're American, if you don't understand, because we're all American, but if you're not Hispanic and you don't know what Pincho means, you read it as Carlos or blah, blah, blah factory.
Yeah.
You literally read it as something, whatever the name was, factory. So they thought we were a factory. So I said, okay, we got to stop this. You know, we want to grow this thing. We really want to stamp out, like, we're super proud about South Florida as a whole. And we want to be that fast casual that makes it out of here, you know, and really sort of carries all of the flavor and the vibe that we bring as a concept. So I literally jumped on a plane. I bought a ticket. I went to Chicago here. I literally stood in the middle of the airport with like 45 different people. I went to 45 different people with signs. Like, hey, I'm a student. I literally lied. I'm like, hey, I'm a student. I would love for you to guess what this is. You know, I've designed a logo. I would love for you to guess it. And I'll show them Pincho Factory. Not even one person would guess that it was a restaurant. Pincho Factory, burgers and kebabs, right under it. Pincho Factory, burgers and kebabs. They wouldn't guess it. So I was like, fuck, we have a problem. You know, I can't open up in D.C., in New York, or whatever the hell we're going to go next. We can't really open up with Pincho Factory. I'll show them Pincho, burgers and kebabs, and they were like, oh, that's a restaurant.
Got it.
So because when you're saying Pincho Factory, automatically people thought blah, blah, blah factory. So, oh, you're manufacturing burgers. Or you're manufacturing kebabs. Or you're manufacturing skewers. Or whatever the hell people say.
Very interesting, man.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? But if it was Burger Factory or Taco Factory.
Well, I love the approach, right? Like, I don't know if I'd be that direct. Be like, hey, what the fuck does this mean? You know, like that's.
The first two people shut me down. And they're like, who the hell this, like, you know, this kid just randomly going up to me in the airport. So I needed to change my approach. Instead of saying, hi, my name is Otto, I said, hey, hi, guys, I'm a student. The moment I say I'm a student, I would love for you to guess. I'm a designer. I told them I'm a graphic designer at the Art Institute or whatever the fuck I told them. I'm like, I would love for you to guess this. I have a project. I just need to do some research. I figured you guys can give me a hand. And then that's when people, like, put their guards down because I wasn't trying to sell them. Because, you know, when somebody shows up, like, and wants to talk to you, like, I'm not going to give back to whatever the hell you're trying to raise money for. Like, you know, people are like super annoying sometimes about this stuff. And then that's when I knew. So we came back to Miami, and I came back to Miami and I said, look, we got to change our name to Pincho. If we really want to grow this thing, it needs to be Pincho.